just give it up, man. If you can't get this thing, if you ain't sincere about this thing and you can't teach this word the right way, just leave it, man. Go on, bro.
It says, 1 Timothy 4:1, it says, now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils.
Right, seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, man. So when you're preaching other things contrary to this book, it's a doctrine of Satan. It's a doctrine of the devil. Now you're being a devil. The word devil means to be deceiver. Okay? And it also says in the scriptures too that the deceiver and the deceived are his. So if you're deceived, then it's because the Lord sanctioned you to be deceived, because you wouldn't right nowhere. Okay? Go on, brother.
It says, verse 2, speaking lies in hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron.
Yeah. Being a bunch of hypocrites. You got guys that are using this, that are actually in this truth just so they can gain some kind of ratings, and they can gain some kind of stardom to it as well. And they're portraying that they believe in it, but they're really just pretty much lying. They're just putting themselves out there on the camera to proclaim that, yeah, see, this is what we do. You know, we're the men of the Lord and that kind of thing. But when you actually check them out in their personal life, they're just niggas out in the world, man. And that's why a lot of these different camps, some of these camps still pretty much set up some kind of record, some rap record, and put that out there on the YouTube. Like, that's what we're all about. We don't do no rap music, man. If you watch a brother from Great Millstone, you're not gonna see no rap video being played out. Okay? And you do got brothers that have talents and that kind of thing. But guess what, man? We're not gonna fuse rap with this truth, because that has nothing to do with this. Okay, rap is a music of Satan, man. Go on. That's all that hip hop shit is. It's all Satanism. It has nothing to do with anything. I mean, our people have been listening to that trash for years, and it hasn't got them anywhere. You still got niggas of our people that's bringing this shit into the truth, man. So a lot of you guys out there, man, if y'all don't get the doctrine straight, I said y'all. If you guys don't get the doctrine straight, man, hey, like I said, the Most High is gonna take you guys out. A lot of you guys are gonna be killed when the Lord gets here, man. Go on, bro.
2 Timothy 3, starting at 1, it says, this know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy.
Right, unthankful and unholy and disobedient to parents, because the spiritual parents that we have is our elders that taught us. You got guys that are breaking that down wrong. They'll say, well, that man, you know, them guys, they're not really your parents. Your parents are those that raised you. Yeah, they raised you, but they raised you up in the ways of this world. They raised you in the things that they only know. But there's men that have taught us this truth and that brought us back to the words of life. And now life is being also invigorated in us. So we have to give double honors to our elders. And that's why it's a beautiful thing when you have elders. So when you're confused about a scripture, you don't know something, that's why you go to it. Okay, you don't gather this information and act as though you came up with it yourself. That's a thing of pride. And that's what's gonna get these niggas destroyed out here. Okay? Go on, bro.
Yeah. It goes on to say in verse 3, it says, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady.
And heady, meaning they're hard-headed. They have to fulfill exactly what they want to do. They have to fulfill their lust. They can't just stick to the script and keep it simple. You know, they have to go overboard.
From such turn away. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women, laden with sins, led away with divers lusts.
Exactly, because you have a lot of these false camps, and I noticed too, when you watch a lot of these false camps, a lot of them got women supporters in it.
Friends, man.
Yeah. And if you look at Great Millstone, I mean, you got a few women that support us. But when you go to these other camps now, it's nothing but women that support these guys, man. And the reason why they support him because the guy, he got a clean looking garment. You know, he shines. You know, he's got, as they say, he's got a cute look and all of that stuff. So that's what they're looking for.
But you can see in the comments, the women that support Great Millstone, they stay in order, man. But
they hardly don't even comment.
Yeah,
really.
they don't really say much at all. But the women that are supporting these other camps, man, they're running their mouths left, right, and centre. Yeah. They got no order whatsoever. And then they want to buck up against other elders in other camps. Yeah. That are just kicking the truth, basically.
Exactly.
And it's all out of emotions, man.
Yeah. Because if you like the brother's correct, because when you read the comments of those women that's actually supporting these false camps, you see a load of these women's faces on there. You know, you see their words all throughout the comment boards. But when you watch our videos now, you don't really, I mean, you will probably see one sister give a little comment, but that's it. Every once in a while. And that shows you that, like I said, we got to be those men because we're dealing with the complete order of things. And it speaks for itself. Our fruit speaks for itself. Go on.
Yeah, it says, verse 7, it says, 2 Timothy 3 and 7, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
Yeah, because they got the knowledge, they've learned of it, but they're not able to come into the knowledge of truth. Like we've actually came to the knowledge of truth. Okay, and that's what it's all about. It's all about coming into the knowledge of truth and teaching the truth. What's up, bro?
Oh. No.
Yeah, keep going.
That's it. This is James 1 and 19. It says, wherefore, my beloved brethren, no slack here. James 1 and 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed.
Right.
For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Most High.
Right.
A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Yeah, so when you're praying for something, or when you're in this truth, you can't be wavering backwards and forwards, watching this camp, hear what this camp got to say, and hearing the other camp. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I came into the truth at first, because I was ignorant to the whole Israelite thing, and I was interested in it at the same time. So I mean, there's times where brothers, when they come in, they'll watch other camps and learn the truth that way, and then the Spirit is dealing with them, they'll go to the right camp, you know, which I eventually did. You know, but to be in the truth and you still watching different camps, all you're doing is you're wavering, and then you have guys that are overly question the leader or the speaker, and that's showing you that because they're overly bringing forth questions, they don't really believe. They're wavering to and from, backwards and forwards. Okay, they're wondering if what we're saying is true, and then they're wondering if maybe that's not the case. So a spirit like that cannot enter into the truth, and that's why the scripture says, "Never learn it, but never able to come into the truth." Go on.
So this is Acts 20 and 28. It says, "Take heed, therefore, unto yourselves, and to all the flock, over the which the Holy Spirit hath made you overseers, to feed the church of the Most High, which he hath purchased with his own blood. For I know this, that after my departing shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flock." So Acts 20 and 28. "Take heed therefore unto yourselves."
That's Paul speaking, right?
Yeah. "And to all the flock, over the which the Holy Spirit hath made ye overseers."
And that's just the whole ordeal, because Paul, he had a flock of men, like we're a flock of men today, and we have our heads telling us what to watch out for, and also to scope certain men out, as the scripture says as well. Okay, to mark those which cause divisions to the doctrine. That's you being aware of false teachers, because you're going to have false teachers that's going to come in these last days, proclaiming, what is it, that they're the Lord, and they come with the Spirit of the Lord, but really they're not but false messiahs, false prophets, bringing forth damnable heresies. Man. Go on.
Sorry, from the top again. Yeah. Acts 20:28. Take heed therefore unto yourselves and to all the flock over which the Holy Spirit hath made you overseers.
And that's why you have in GMS, you have guys that are over other guys. You have overseers, and they're supposed to look out for their flock to make sure that everything's okay and that kind of thing. You know, make sure that the member in the camp is breaking certain scriptures down right, okay, and that kind of thing. And exhorting brothers when brothers are down, you exhort them, and you make sure that they don't watch certain, you know, I mean, if they want to watch a different camp, they can watch a different camp if they want to, but if they dive into that different camp, then hey, that's just the spirit of Satan that has led them to that different camp. Okay, it's not our fault that they decide to leave us and then go to a different guy. It's just that the Lord wasn't dealing with it. But as an overseer, we're to watch out for the flock because you have false teachers out there. Go on.
It says to feed the church of the Most High, which He hath purchased with His own,
and we're doing that right now.
His own blood.
See, once we get done doing this work, as we're doing on a Sunday, evening, we're gonna put these bad boys on YouTube, and then brothers are gonna watch these videos, and they're gonna receive the edification, and then feel exalted. Because this is what this truth is all about. It's only for, and it's what we're doing is only teaching the elect, and it's only for the men that are going to believe, and those that already believe, to exalt them, to continue in the faith. Go on.
It says, for I know this, that after my departing, for I know this, that after my departing, that grievous wolves,
yeah, I think you've read it already.
enter among you, not sparing the flock.
Yeah, you're gonna.
No, there's more though. Also, of your own selves shall men arise, speaking perverse things, to draw away disciples after them.
Right, to draw away disciples. What?
To draw away disciples after them.
To draw away disciples after them. So you got guys that are just there to mislead you and to draw in and to pretty much gather disciples and for their own benefit. And then you had certain guys going back throughout the years. You had certain men. They would come out of nowhere, and they once knew the truth before, but they will come back like they've never left, and then try and go to different camps and try and see if they can get a brother that's already in the camp to speak with them. Okay, they will try and, you know, get disciples that are already set up in camps, which that's wicked as hell. That's wicked as all hell. Yes, so go to you get the scripture where it says, mark them which cause divisions contrary to the doctrine. I think that's in Romans, Oh, you got it, okay.
Romans 16 and 17. It says, now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offences contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them.
Exactly. So that's a part of being an overseer as well, and looking out for the flock. It's marking the men so that you can let the flock know, look, these guys are going off, that guy's going off, that camp is going off, and then the flock is aware of that. Like we're aware of all of these other camps. And I remember when I first came into the truth, the apostles used to always talk about these different camps. And so much so that when we do see these camps, we're aware and we realize, okay, yeah, them guys are off. Them guys are off, you know, and we also find out what the teachings are, and that's how we further understand why they're off. So that's what we gotta do going, bro. So a part of teaching Israel and a part of also doing the work of the Lord is recruiting guys when they need to be recruited. That's a major part of doing this work as well. You know, and if you're a part of the faith and you don't like to be corrected, then you're just a nigga, man. Hold this 1 minute, brother, real quick. My garment's over, let's stick. Gotta get my garment straight down. Oh, it's alright, it's alright.
Verse 18 says, they that are such serve not our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we see happening around us. You know, you see these different guys out there, and we have to talk about these camps, because these camps are a prime example of what not to do and what not to be like. They're setting the wrong example overall. They're not measuring themselves according to the rule. Okay, they're not genuine. And a lot of these camps, what I notice with a lot of these camps, they don't teach about the destruction of this world. They don't talk about things such as the ending of the things that involve the end of this world. Okay? The only thing they like to do is put videos out there that's going to get them major views, and that's it. When it comes to the scriptures, they're not too, you know, they're not too strong. They're not too strong in just dealing with the scriptures and keeping it basic and simple. Okay, but we'll put all kind of videos up. We'll put all kind of videos up of us bringing the precepts out and cursing people out. So with us, you're gonna get the full shebang. You're gonna get a balance of everything. Go on, dude.
We've got a couple here. Just want to bring this one out. So Ephesians 4:4 says there's one body and one spirit.
Right, there's one body and there's one spirit, and that's why I can say and be correct in what I'm saying, and I'm going to say it again. That's why I can say that Great Millstone is the only camp that the Lord is dealing with, because we're dealing with the complete truth of this Bible. It's like one of the Adam Abbott members of that camp was saying something to the effect. So what are you saying? Are you saying that all of the 144,000 are going to be in Great Millstone? Well, I'm going to say this, right? And this is just, I'm just speaking for myself here, right? Now, I'm just going by what the scriptures are saying. And what the scriptures are saying is that we all have to agree. Okay, we all about it. Okay. Now, if every member of Great Millstone is proclaiming that they're a member of Yahweh Shai, guess what? They're gonna see eye to eye. So yeah, the 144,000 that will be saved out of here, they're gonna see eye to eye eventually. Now they may be in different camps, okay, but guess what? In due time, eventually they're gonna see the truth. And when they do see the truth, they're gonna come together and they're gonna see eye to eye. They're gonna agree with the same doctrine. Okay, you're not gonna have a group. You're not gonna have 70,000 men that disagree with the doctrine, and then another 70,000 men that have a separate doctrine. That's not gonna happen. They all gonna see eye to eye. Okay, because like I said, the scripture says that the elect or the remnant shall return, and they're gonna see eye to eye with the precepts. So yeah, 144,000 mainly. Okay, they're gonna flock to Great Millstone, mainly because we have the complete truth. Brother, pan the camera on that, man. That's a damn shame, man.
Wow.
You know, you got a woman that's just dark as me wearing blonde wheat, man. Like, that's bad. You gotta be a badass woman to do something like that. You gotta be bunkers to be walking around with blonde wheat. You're dark as that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, man. So it's just, I mean, our people are mad, man. Anyway, let's go on.
Right.
Most of these people are mad, not just our people, but the world in general. It's a mad place, man. That's why you gotta travel the world sometimes, because this place will drive you nuts. Especially if the Spirit of the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. Oh boy.
It says, verse 5, it says, one Lord, one faith, one baptism.
Right, so there's only one Lord, and there's only one faith and one baptism. So there's only one truth. There's only one camp that's got the truth, and there's only one philosophy of the Lord. And we bring that out. So like I'm gonna say again, if there's 144,000 that are sealed with this truth, guess where they're gonna wind up? They're gonna wind up in Great Millstone. And I'm just speaking for myself here. Okay, now I'm not gonna say that the 144,000 are sealed within Great Millstone. I'm not gonna say that because I don't know that. What I am saying, eventually they're going to come to the flock. They're going to come to the flock of Great Millstone, and they're going to come under the banner, all right? Because the scripture says that the elect and the remnant are going to return back to the Lord, and if they return back to this one Lord, they're going to take heed to this one philosophy and one truth that this one Lord is spreading before them. Go on, bro.
Right, so this is still in Ephesians. It says, Ephesians 4:11, it says, and he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors and teachers.
Yeah, so you have different levels. You have apostles, you have evangelists, okay, you have teachers as well. Go on.
For the perfecting of the saints.
To the perfecting of the saints. Who are the saints? Israelites. Give me that in the book of Psalms 148 and what is it, 14 I believe it is. And when the saints come together, to the Lord, they're all going to agree with the wisdom and understanding of the Lord. They're not going to have their own separate, diverse doctrine. They're all going to agree with the truth. And the truth of the matter is what's said in this book here. Go on.
Alright, Psalms 148:14. He also exalteth the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints.
Yep.
Even of the children of Israel.
Even to the children of Israel. We are the children of Israel. The so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and Native American Indians are the saints. And those are the only people that were given the covenant and also only going to be saved. And I'm even go further down the line. You have an elect that's going to be saved out of this nation here, which is also known as the good seed.
It says a people near unto him, praise ye Yahweh Shem Yahweh.
Right, even the people near unto him, praise ye Yahweh Shem Yahweh. So those are the only people that are there. And that's also a part of teaching the truth. It's teaching that only these people can be saved. You got them GOCC clowns out there teaching that the Samoans and the Fiji Islanders are Israelites. But we're supposed to get together, right? Please give me a break, man.
We're back in Ephesians 4:12. It says, for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach.
And it says, in the edifying of the body. So wouldn't the 144,000 be a part of that body? So if they're a part of that body, which would make sense, they would all come to an agreement with what we're teaching. Eventually. Okay, go on.
Verse 13. Till we all come in the unity of the faith.
Until we all come into the unity. So what does the word unit or unity means? It means one. It means one. So in order for us to come together in unity, we have to agree with the philosophy and the doctrine from Yahweh Shai. That's it. Not one guy teaching this doctrine and another camp teaching that doctrine and this and that and the third, and you got people on the common board talking about why we don't get together with these guys. The Bible is telling you right there. Okay, the scriptures are all throughout the scriptures. We can get all kinds of scriptures to debunk and to swipe that out of the way. Okay, slice that. That's what I meant to say. Slice that out of the way, man. That whole get together thing. Okay, unity is gonna come when we all are, when all of us see eye to eye, man. As we just read. Go on, bro.
It says, till we all come in the unity of the faith and the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of the Mashiach. Into the measure and to the stature of the Mashiach. Going back to what I was saying earlier before. When we're walking through the journey of this truth, we have to examine ourselves if we measure up to the standard of what's being said here. And the standard is of Yahweh Shai. So if he's the standard, we have to copy that standard to the best of our ability. Okay, so if it's something that you're doing and Yahweh Shai wouldn't do it, then that means you should do it. Okay? And that's the bottom line. And you have examples out there. That's why you have elders and you have apostles. And even certain men in the camps. The younger men that's in the camps. You know, they're also in these examples as well. So, like I said, man, we're representatives of Yahweh Shai. And we set the mark. We set the standards. So you're supposed to follow us. Go on, bro. Right, verse 14 says that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine.
That's not wavering. Again, you're wavering. Okay, you're not settled. You're not rooted. You know, when you're trying to figure out whether the mark of the beast is the chip or it's not the chip, we don't know. Or let me just say, we're going to listen to all of these other camps out there and see what they're saying. And if they're saying that it's not, then we have to go with that camp. That's not the way to go.
I mean, look,
go on, bro.
I could say quickly, I mean, even if you don't believe that it's the mark of the beast is the chip. To believe that it's an embargo or some sort of or Christianity or whatever else they want to call it, there's no common sense in that. Let alone there's no spiritual sense in that, but there's no grounded common sense in what they're trying to tell you.
Yeah.
And for them to even say that, they need to prove that in the scriptures.
They need to back it up.
And the apostles, the elders, man, they've researched that. They've researched the words, man. They've gone into the words.
Yeah.
I believe it's Karagma, right?
Yeah, Karagma.
Meaning the word, the mark, man. So they've gone into these words, man.
Yeah.
They're not just talking out their arses, man.
Exactly.
They've researched, man. They've studied.
So in other words, you got to research and back your claim. If your claim can't be backed, then we have to deny that claim and put that to the back burner and leave that to the side, man. Because I can assure you, I can guarantee, if I look up the word mark in the Greek, the word there is going to be karagma, which means incision or something inserted inside of it. So it would make sense that the microchip would have to be that mark of the beast. It's spiritual common sense. Okay, go on, bro.
And just to say, looking at the signs as well, it's all around us, man. It's already
exactly.
happening. It's
you have to put it together
right now, man.
Yep.
It's happening everywhere. In America, China, the Netherlands.
And then you have also in France too. In France, you have a lot of people protesting out there and causing the ruckus.
Exactly, man.
Which that's said in the scriptures as well. That you would see commotions, uprisings amongst the people. So these are the signs that we have to put together and understand that these are the signs of the coming of the Lord. Not hair washing up, coming out here trying to get ready for some satanic holiday Christmas, or washing EastEnders or washing Coronation Street, or washing for the prophecies to come.
Exactly. I was going to say, a lot of these camps, they're not even going into the prophecies.
Exactly.
They're not even going into them, man. They're just talking every week. Cussing out the heathens and whatever, but they're not really going into the chip. They're not going into the martial law.
Yep.
You know, they're not going into the famines and the pestilences and World War III.
Yep.
I mean, to be honest, that Adam Abbott, I've watched him, and I don't really hear him talking about World War III.
But you know why they don't talk about World War III? Because they're scared, man. And see, if you're a real man of the Lord, you ain't gonna be really scared, man. You're gonna just teach the word, and in the hopes that you'll be saved out of that. Because a lot of these guys are scared. They're scared, and that's why they don't teach about things that involve the end of the world. Listen, man, we want to get the fuck out of here, man. We want Yahweh Shah to come back and destroy this goddamn place, man. We don't give 2 thousand about this place out here, man. Okay? Like, you know, when I'm around the brothers, man, you know, I'm a cool person. You know, I'm happy. But when I'm by myself, man, and I'm amongst these people, I got a stone face on, man. Because I'm looking for this place to go down. The minute this place can go down, the sooner righteousness can abound on this earth. Go on, bro.
So this is 2 Timothy 1:7 says, For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind.
See, and that's why we come out here and we're able to speak the things that's coming from the scriptures, whether it involves the end or not. Okay? And if it's scary things, we teach it anyway. Because we know through the Spirit and we have faith in the hopes that we'll be saved. We're confident in the hopes that we'll be saved out of that. Because there's Bible verses that explains how the Lord is going to deliver his elect in many forms and fashions. So we believe that we're those men. And thereby we teach the word in great confidence, in boldness, with no fear. Not just putting up videos that's going to get us views, but putting up videos that's going to edify the brotherhood. That's why we do what we do. We're not out here to get some kind of ratings on YouTube or anything of that nature. And me personally, I don't give a good goddamn about YouTube. YouTube can close and shut down right now. We still gonna come out here and push this word, because that's our job. Our job is to push this word. Our job is not, the Lord didn't put us on this planet to get some kind of fame. Now we will receive fame, but that's when the time is gonna be right. When the Most High sends his son back, we'll get fame then. We're not out here to get no fame and no ratings. We're here to teach the word of the Heavenly Father in pure and sincerity. And if you can't see that, then like I said, man, you don't have to watch the video. And if you brothers can't be genuine about the shoot, like I said earlier before, you might as well just give it up. And stop faking yourself, man. Stop playing yourself. Go on, bro.
Yeah, back in Ephesians, just to finish it. So Ephesians 4:14. That we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men,
Yeah.
and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive.
Exactly, because I mean, ultimately, you gotta be settled in this truth. You have to be rooted and built up in it. If you can get me that too, brother, I believe that's in the book of Galatians. I believe it's the book of Galatians, the 2nd chapter. I could be wrong on that though. But yeah, I mean, that's the point that you want to reach to. You want to reach to the point where you're grounded and you're settled and you're comfortable. You found the truth, and there's no need to be wavering. As the scripture says, the truth shall make you free. So if you have that feeling inside of you because of this truth, then you're in the right spirit. But if you're not and you're wavering to and fro, you're really an infidel. You're an unbeliever.
What was it?
Yeah, it says something to the effect of you have to be grounded and rooted up, something like that. I believe it's in Galatians. Let me see something real quick. 2nd chapter. Okay. I think it's either in there, but then I could be wrong at the same time. So yeah, that's what it all boils down to. It all boils down to you getting this thing done, getting this truth down packed and teaching it correctly. So then that way you don't have to be or feel some kind of guilt. It's not cool, man, when you got that feeling and you know that you're going out, man. That's not a cool feeling. That feeling of guilt that you're going off against the Heavenly Father. And that's why we come out here in this winter when it's super hot, or even when it's right. We come out here and we do this work because we don't want to get the sense of feeling that if we don't do the Lord's work, then we're going to be destroyed.